Our second quarterfinal is about to start. We have Fly, not quarterfinal, round of 16. It's Fly versus Pink. Here you see the bracket once again. We have, oh, let me refresh that real quick. We have Happy versus Romantic for tomorrow. Now let's decide 120's opponent, as he defeated Infi in the first round already yesterday. So Fly, definitely the favorite here as a tier 2 player against a tier 3 to 4 player that is Pink. The last match of the upper part of the single elimination bracket before we go down to the south with Yumiko, Colorful, TH, and Lawliot. So here are your players. We don't know too much about Pink. He's, I don't want to call him a rising star, but we see his name more and more. Fly, of course, a household name. Multiple time world champion from China. A rogue warrior, we will see him at Super WGL. There was a time, not too long ago, where we thought, okay, Fly is getting back in shape. He's playing this really impressive, aggressive style. And he's getting more and more used to the Farseer, but yeah, that was shut down quick. Thank you guys for the highlights, by the way. It works now. Great. So with Pink in the bottom left with a very, very tough task as he's up against Fly with a Blade Master, so no woofies. Sorry about that. Not going super greedy, not skipping the shop or anything. The standard orc build with an interesting position on the Voodoo Lounge, so he can creep a little, then the shop finishes, then he has the items. So then the battle for the little green spots in the middle begins.
A player's forces are under attack.
On the other side, a very normal Tet Fiend build order by Pink as well.
A town is under siege.
With normal creeping. So far, you don't want to get purged, so the purge ends up on the DK. Thanks to hold position. And yeah, good start. So far, Blade Master's claiming his first experience as well with the circlet, very beneficial. And Fly starts his tech right here, and the Voodoo Lounge ends up perfectly for the finished creep as well. And then we're gonna see a harassing Blade Master. How can Pink play around it? With a pretty fast tech himself, as he's skipping pretty much any unit for tier 1. As that is the benefit of the Tet Fiend build order. Thank you, Matt is Matt, for another 100 bits. Sorry, don't worry, man. I know I fucked up big time, so you can make fun of me. Fly with a natural expansion creep. Pink will not expect him here. That's of course a little bit of freedom for Pink to creep his level 2. Fairly easy, I would say. Ooh, claws +9. Great inventory for Fly. Needs some healing. He's just above the threshold. It's gonna be quite dangerous. New Rod of Necromancy. Skeletons are so efficient here. Lots of corpses, a lot of small creeps. So if you're left alone, yeah, it's a fairly easy progress. But Fly finds him now. And the Blade Master's coming in Windwalk, but there's a Watch Award by Pink. So he knows what's up. Playing around it nicely, cancelling the healing. And with the Blade Master at 50% and the player being Fly, yeah, we have to keep an eye on that first hero of the Orc. So he prevents level 3 for quite a bit. The Watch Award is nice, but this position in the long run isn't the greatest, as it just covers this area and nothing in the middle of the map. So this is the few ensnares flying, which could always be an opening for orcs. No, not happening here. Brent is moving away. This Sentry Ward is interesting. Okay. He's aware how important the marketplace is nowadays. And especially, like, creeping that can give you a big advantage of the map, or creep jacking here can, like, kill your opponent right away. Tier 2 is done. Shadowhunter, Beastery, Tier 3 tech, standard meta, no mass raiders. So far, Pink is doing a decent job. He is very short on resources, so a very greedy tier 3. 2 Fiends only into tier 3 tech. Lich delayed as well. Late Masters coming in for some steals with the Tuska. A little too early, but he gets it in the end. With his plus 13 damage. Vicious attack by Fly. And he's even brave enough to go for the second Tuska. There's no coil, so really hard to play around it for Pink. One of mana stealing, that gives him the coil. Might be forced to use it on the Fiend to not lose it. There we go. So the Tuska goes to the Blade, close to level 3. Didn't get the item, but pretty much everything else. And the Grunt leaves with his life as well. So good engagement by Fly. Again, preventing level 3. Thank you, Thank you, Garfield STC, for the 2 month. But yeah, the tech is really fast. By Pink. Womble coming. Will he skip Raiders altogether? Fly? Going Wyvern. Really? Wyvern into Kodos. Whoa, one of the wind. Insane item burst on that, by the way. To prevent the coils. And he gets both of the middle camps seemingly with ease. Like, this is Fly in a mode that we don't see too much. Not the ruthless aggression. But a lot of map control. Ooh.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, losing a grunt to creeps isn't the greatest. But Devotion Aura is pretty damn good. And Pink got his level 3. Okay, Claws also. Nice. Lots of skeletons here, by the way, which is not the ideal way of creeping it. Reinforced defense is coming in. And another creep jack. Yep, he finds him here. Ouch. This should be painful. With the Wand of the Wind to prevent the coils. Not using it here. He will force Pink into a TP. That's pretty sure. Speed scroll use. Coil in time. Why is Fly not making use of the Wand of the Wind? There's no dispel. It could have been 2 kills immediately. And now he has to move his grunts away. Going very heavy on piercing damage. Shadowhunter now in trouble. But okay. Seems like he gets the kills now. Heal wave once again. Not really what you want. To lose all your mana on level 2. But the Blade is looking very good. Here's the Wand of the Wind. He saved it. Windwalk again. Lich dead. Another one. Nope. Gets the coil out to save that Fiend at last. But very good creep jack. Very good positioning. I think like this could have been way, way worse for Pink. 2 Fiends survive. DK survive. But yeah, Fly is in complete control now. We shouldn't be too surprised to see a tiny Great Hall at some point. TC is coming. More Headhunters. And yeah, skipping Raiders. That's kind of a new thing, right? More or less. You can still creep fast with the Wyvern. Also, super low on grunts the entire game. Medallion, decent for the Shadowhunter. And yeah, Pink is in no position to follow up the creeping at the moment. Yeah, Lich is back. Yeah, Lich got the orb. And is very powerful with plus 20 now. So he must make sure that the second red spot goes to him. Fly with Warsong Battle Drums, Berserker upgrade. Does he bring the orb already? No. Surprising. Blade's close to 4. These upgrades are very important for Fly. But will the Super Lich be the carry in the late, or will it be the Blade Master? We have no Banshee transition yet, at all. I think against the Blade Master like this, why not? And it's a Dark Ranger first. So no Pit Lord Howl of Terror against the damage. No Cleave. only silence against the TC. I'm not sure if that's really necessary. Not the rah. So Pink is trying to get the red spot, but the Blade Master is just here. Okay, he's very low. Reveal used. Nice. Magnetor Reaver still up. Level 3 for the Lich. It's really important for Pink. And Fly with his army is too far away. Not sure if the Blade Master is still revealed. I kind of doubt it. He's not moving in at all. So safe red spot for Pink, more or less. Unholy Aura, at least a little bit of gold. But Fly, is he getting ready for the Tiny? Yes. Right. Okay, he got the orb. I thought Tiny before orb? That's a little ambitious. But no. No. Wait. Okay. Sacrificial Pit. He's not going worms, is he? No walkers. No walker transition. Expo is up. Fly getting the invul here. The only one on the map. First destroyer is out. We will see two big range armies colliding. TC is level 3. So what do we have? Invul on the Lich. Nothing on the Dark Ranger. Nothing on the DK. He has to push at some point. Fly is very comfortable sitting here. He got the necessary levels. 3-3 or even 4-3-3. Close to 4-3-3. What's in the marketplace? Big mana. Lots of claws. One of the wind. They have the gold. He has a bunch of gold, yes. That's a 2 destroyer push. Not sure if that's still the right approach. More Wyvern coming. It's a pure range army. Nice split by Fly. Not clumping up the Headhunters. He was receptive to the Nova. Silence on the TC, kiting back a little. That was good, but Fly focusing the statues. They are a little bit too far forward, but the Blade Master is in trouble a little bit. Has an invul. Will he use it? Heal wave first. DK a little out of position. There's many more stomps where this came from. But also the Fiends kind of nicely. But the Dark Ranger falls in the front row. Nuke on the TC. That's not working, I think, with the heal wave backup. Lich down to 50% as well. Does he have another disable for the DK? Not in time. Blade Master 50% and dropping. But yeah, this army, these Fiends, they're falling rather quick. One of the wind again. That stomp was marvelous. No Nova at the moment. And the coils always have to be used defensively because Fly is bringing in a lot of damage. 20 supply lead. TC now without mana, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Nova, but couldn't get the coil out. Hex against the DK. Invul potion saves and TC back as well. Blade Master gotta be careful about that. Coil uses the potion level 4, and that's GG. Pink, it was okay. On paper, this game is a lot more one-sided than he showed here, but I think the strategies really don't work that way. Heavy on destroyers. Pretty much playing his own game. Let Fly do whatever he wants. If you don't prevent the level 3 TC, it's always rough. Without damage mitigation, that's super rough as well. AoE, I mean, I see the appeal of a Dark Ranger with a Skeleton Snowball. If it starts, it can be really good, especially without the spell. But isn't the Pit Lord always better against this style? With Howl and Cleave? I don't know. I feel like you need at least some damage mitigation. There was pretty much no control on the Blade Master. Maybe even Dreadlord is okay. With spamming Carrion Swarm, but then you need him on 3. So rather not. But okay, Fly, the favorite here, prevails without losing a hero once. That's a rarity. Even though he was a little hesitant with the Wand of the Wind. I think this game could have ended a little faster than it actually did. So, match number 2. Match points for Fly. Here we go. Pink's map is Last Refuge. Starting in the bottom left, Fly in the upper right again. Ooh. Okay, barracks now, right? Yeah, cute. I thought, okay, is he playing a Farseer here? But he's not doing us the favor so far. So yeah, this was a rather normal Orc vs Undead. With a lot of PvE. And Pink just... yeah, not... Like, he was... In the fights, he was always the defensive one. I think against Fly, you can be a little more brave and try some risks. As it is, like, again, the Blade Master control kind of questionable. Thank you, Tyler's Wrath, for the 10-month resub. Thanks for all the hours and your never-ending passion for the game. Nothing beats cleaning the bath while listening to you casting the best RTS game of all time. Less than 3. Thank you very much. You must be really into cleaning bathrooms if that's the best thing you can imagine. But of course, thank you, and glad you enjoy it. So, is Fly, like, on the same train as Remo, where he said that melee units are pretty much useless in this metagame? Except Frenzy Ghouls, of course. Because super low on grunts, not a single raider in this game by Fly. That's just his new thing, right? T2 again. Pretty early on both sides. Lining up nicely. And again, we go quite heavy on the creeping. Acolyte sees the movement. Gotta be a little more careful. Fly very disruptive. Trying to steal some experience away. Pink not waiting. Almost blocked for additional damage. Thank you, Ermajerd, for the Prime sub. So we're fighting for the High Priest here. Usually the Undead always has the advantage with the coil, but Fly is rather good with this. Luring in the Murlocs as well. Pink trying for the cool move for the 4 units around, but that doesn't work. You're not happy or 1-0, my friend. Not yet. Poison spread, so... Yeah, this is what Orcs kind of want. Damage on multiple targets. To force more coils. But it's just preventing levels at this point, which is good for the Orc here as long as the DK is not level 2, which he's not. But this also results in the Blade Master being forced to level at some point. So he needs level 3 in the long run. And this is absolutely not happening here. But yeah, not having aura makes things so much easier for Fly. Like, that pink doesn't have aura. Third grunt, right? Okay. Seems like standard. Pink doesn't have any damage. So the end snares don't really help him. Wait a minute. Two fiends at the tavern? Is he planning something unique like Naga? With Fly attacking so fast? Okay, he's moving away from the tavern again. Now, yeah, this is the bad end snares, forcing coils. Because with the 3 grunts and the blade, who's like not super pimp, but still attacking nicely. That's another coil forced, down to 150. Lich is in production, so I was hoping for something unique. Good control by Fly. Good blocks, good positioning. Forces another coil while saving his own grunts. This one... Oh, that's unlucky. Unfortunate, I mean. Speed scroll used. Can he get him out? The coil arrives, so the fiend is safe. And Pink actually getting the first big kill. Fly messes with the block a little. Second try. Oh, counter block by Pink. Forces him into a windwalk. Deny attempt, but not getting it. All right. So 1-for-1 trade. Good skills by both players so far. And Pink shows why he's in this qualifier. Beastery, tier 3, a late Beastery, like rushing tier 3 again. Well, if you don't want raiders, then why not? Thank you, Kai, for the 3-month resub. Plenty of subs already. Nice. Lots of haste here. Big invo potion. That's cool. No Wand of the Wind yet, which will make life for Pink a lot easier. He's supply stuck though.
A player's forces are under
on
attack.
350 gold. That's not good. I mean, of course you have to save some resources for the orb, but army is so small. Fly with the red spot. This gets punished though. Pink has a nice idea. Will most likely result in a grunt kill. Fly is retreating. Lich is at 50%. Gotta be careful. Is he gonna Nova first? No, Frost Armor it is. But Fly has to back off. The healing is pretty nice on this ogre. If Fly steals this. Oh, gotta be so careful. Just walks out. Pink, I know that feel, mate. I know that feel. This spot is rough. He steals the cloak. How good is the cloak later? On the Blade Master, it's already nice, this 10 DPS. But TC plus Warstorm plus Cloak is a dream. So that was a long battle. Again, cool little micro fights here. Shadowhunter continued creeping in the meantime. Fly living on the edge a little. Going for this fast Wyvern once more. Blade Master's only level 2, that's a downside. Shadowhunter is far away from 3, so he has to split experience on 3 heroes. Oh, Rune Bracers. Should be Fly's favorite item. We have a Wand of the Wind this time. Also very effective against Orc if you prevent the Windwalk or the Heal Wave. PC coming as Fly is going again. No casters. Wait a minute! The Liquid Fire Bats! Taking a play out of Lynn's book. It's so annoying. This time we have an early Temple. Is that necessary now? With a fully equipped Blade Master? I don't know. No third hero for Pink yet. Doesn't have the resources. Boots of Kel'Thalas, not a great item. More creeping, and yeah, this is so sick. 6 armor and the cloak. Give it to me, baby. So, Dark Ranger again. He's not mixing it up completely for the double damage mitigation. Wand of Mana can be nice. We have a clash for the red spot again. This time, 3-3-1 on the undead side. No level 2, no aura, no windwalk 2, no crit 2, no heal wave 2. This is a phenomenal situation for Pink, who's forcing the fight with the One of the Wind. Silence as well. Nukes the TC. Needs a follow-up. Heal wave is ready. Oh, the One of the Wind a little too early, and now the focus switches around. He has to use the One of the Wind defensively, which is not what you want to disable the Blade Master for now, but the Lich is safe. Oh, Pink, that could have been your game. Reinforced defenses is ready. Fly so calm and collected, trying to level up for that level 3 Shadowhunter. Orb is ready. Nice Nova, but that's the last bit of mana on the Lich. How many kills can he get? Invests another coil. Make sure to say to kill that grunt. Pink marching forward. No way for Fly to play an expansion. Where's the Bat Rider? Am I missing something? Oh, silence on the TC again. Nicely timed. Free damage on him. Blade Master in the back taking care of the statues once more. This time there's no web. Kills another grunt. Statue cannot be morphed to destroyers. That was a sweet storm. For once the silence wasn't there. And now both statues are gone. No regen anymore. The first Banshee is in for the curse. Still chasing him here. Buying more time. But Lich is so far away from a Nova. It doesn't really make a difference. Good use of Burrow. Reveal, but the coil arrives. So low on Banshees. What's Fly doing now? Still no distraction, Bat Rider. I'm scouting for it, but there's no damage. He's not going for anything. Fly's biggest win in the past fight is to get rid of both statues. That enables him to continue fighting. Medallion of Courage again, good for the TC. Ooh, can he intercept? He's thinking about it. Not going for it though. Invul. One more Wand of the Wind. Big invul on the Lich. He wants to jack here. TC is level 2 now. Big nuke on the Kodo. That's the only one. So no aura in this fight. And Fly, all he does is run for now. And he's getting back into this game. Slowly but steady. Upkeep for Pink. He has the bigger army, but he's spending a lot of resources as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
So hard on things. Okay. There's not much left to creep. And Fly is struggling with the level 3. Soaking up experience by 3 heroes now. I think it wasn't necessary to move the blade in. Skeletons are scouting for one of the typical expansions. And what a timing this is! The peon is moving over and the skeletons arrive.
Forces are under attack.
Pretty much perfect by Pink. Goes to level 4-4. So important for Pink to get this spot. Can the underdog really get a map here? So far it's looking good. Way better than in game 1. Adjusting well with 2 Banshees. No anti-magic shell yet. or any training at all.
Forces are under attack.
The coil does nothing on this Blade Master, by the way.
A town is under siege.
More scouting. More range. Both in upkeep. Fly trying to establish this expo, but Pink, of course, knows. There's the ward, so you can see the TC down to 2/3. Lich a little too far forward, so is the Banshee. He needs a coil early. Oh, that silence was once again really nice on that TC, but it's wearing off soon, and that Stomp will hit super hard. No! I was about to say we still have this invul on the TC, but nope! The nuke came... Well, Fly wasn't really anticipating this, and he gets the next hero kill most likely with the Shadow Hunter speed scroll trying to get out. There's no Nova, but more right clicks. Close, but yeah, he can cancel both of this, and he does. Sweet fight by Pink. That was an invitation though. Blade Master is naked, not pimped at all. Reinforcements coming in for Pink. He wants to end the game right here. More Banshees, more investments. He's even going for the turtle spot. I mean, Fly can't fight. No way.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you, Fruwald, for the 43-month resub. Is there going to be some special coverage for the holidays? I will cover myself in rum and coke. And that's about it. We need some time off as well. I'm not too sure if Pink isn't too careful here. But Fly, he sees him, he can't storm the high ground. That's so many fiends, by the way. 2 and 1. 3... He's just like 9 fiends. He's so heavy on fiends. But with the Orb of Corruption, he wins the focus fire battle. But he shouldn't push into this choke. That's the best thing that Fly... or that can happen to Fly. He's just bullying him across the map so far. Taking the next engagement. Using a lot of mana on these Novas. Still a silence. Again, the TC down to 50%. Silence should wear off. Where are the Banshees? Why are they so far in the front? Makes no sense to me. Finally a Storm, which is the disable for the Fiends. Invo Potion used this time. Grunt is falling. Lots of misses. Dark Ranger and Banshees out of position. My god, this position is horrible. Going for the heroes. Getting the Dark Ranger for now. Invo Potion on the Blade. Has to use it. TC again in trouble. Has another mana potion. Coil Nova. Whoa, we need some healing ASAP, but there's no mana. So Fly getting away with the hero kill. The Blade Master fell off screen. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's a Fly game. Of course it does. He was just focusing on saving the TC, which doesn't work. Can he revive him? 600 gold. Yeah, Blade Master's back. Ring around the forest. He had the gold for the revive and the potion. Gold mines, 1,600. They kind of have to expand at this point. Oh, level 5 DK. And close to level 5 Lich. And an Acolyte is moving out. Pink is playing this careful. But what was that positioning? Peons will be fodder, especially for this Lich. Fly, who defeated Happy 2-0, is struggling against Pink. And again, Banshee caught. That's one of two. It's not too much curse. The TC is not silenced this time as the Dark Ranger is still benched. How will this fight go? Without the silence, what's DK doing? He's killing the blade. No, forcing the invul though. Pink is making his own life so hard. Way harder than it should.
A player's forces are under attack.
But okay, we have the Dark Ranger back. Mana potion. I hate to see this double talisman. Sell it, please. You are at the shop. There's no reason to keep it. Heal scroll invul. Dark Ranger out of control. Like not in the control group, maybe. Fiend still at 2-1. Fly trying to get this tower up. Only 340 gold missing. He either goes for the tiny Great Hall and stays at 50, or he breaks upkeep and tries this risky expansion which takes forever. Dark Ranger. She really likes to stare at the tavern. She doesn't know, okay, should I go in? I have a date there, but he's just forgetting about her. Ooh, huge Nova. But the TC, you know, it's like, okay, there's a Dark Ranger. I can do whatever the F I want. Dark Ranger gets the invitation now a little bit too late. Fly is looking for the perfect situation. That was good. Double hero. And again, the stats, like the range army, or the ultra range army of Pink is never protected. And how is that storm possible? Oh, that shouldn't happen at all. DK low transfers the invul, forced to use it immediately. Kodo eats. Second Kodo has not eaten yet, but that's a Lich level 5. No mana, another stun. This DPS drops are so crazy once the stun hits. He has more mana to use. Way more mana to use. Level 4 on the Blade Master. Heal wave in the back for Fly. I think Pink is losing this. Maybe he got nervous at the end. Trying to go for the Blade Master kill. Doesn't really work. Focus fire on the Lich. And here's 2 heroes low. Potion used on the Blade. Going for the DK. There's only Hex. Needs... Oh, he has a potion. He has a stun. The Blade though. The Blade though. No way. No way! This is never supposed to happen. Blade down, DK survives with 40 and Fly taps out. Oh, what a clown fiesta this game was. Neither player deserves the win here, really. Oh boy. Pink must win this game, and he does. But Fly could have really turned this around here. Really. There was an expo against him, yeah, at the end. So maybe even if he wins the fight, he doesn't win the game. But he must get this DK kill. And then again, too careless with the blade, losing it twice. And how does he allow so many stops on this level? I'm not too sure. But okay, we get a game 3, and it's entertaining. So why not? We have plenty of time anyway, as our first game was rather fast. Fly games, man. It's always something special. How does this fight go if the Dark Ranger is there from the very beginning? I don't know. This is a prime example of a tier 3 to 4 player getting very close to a big win that is not on ladder but in a prestigious tournament. He was about to choke there. Fly kind of gave him that win. But you could definitely see the nerves. Like, this Dark Ranger thing would never happen to Pink on ladder. But alright, he's one step closer now. He didn't make the super crucial mistakes at the very end, so he took that second map. And with that, we go into game 3. Echo Isles. It is. Fly in the upper left. That would be a huge surprise if Fly drops. That would be a pretty disastrous round of 16 for Rogue Warriors, as Infi was defeated yesterday. Fly is struggling here. And TH still has to play Lawlight as our main event of the day, so we'll see. Echo Isles, though, great Blade Master map. On the other side. Wait a minute. That's a early hero. Is that something special right here? Lich Dreadlord? Okay. Fast DK. Okay. Farseer. All right, we get something special. On this map, he's going Farseer.
The town is under siege.
He sees it pretty early. This amount of claws and the importance of the shop, I'm really surprised by this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Creeping up. Looks pace. Not the greatest. 4 ghouls. Can tech in a bit, but yeah, 4 ghoul play into tech a little later than the orc, but that's just the nature of this matchup. Heavy use of Rod of Necromancy already. I really wonder what Fly's plan is with this Farseer. I love the Farseer play, especially by Cash. Oh, almost walking into a surround. Oh, but the wolves killed a ziggurat. The ghouls have to take care of this now. This goes heavy into lumber. Pink is busy trying to surround this Farseer, but that's also not working. Dude, if he loses... He's blocking himself with a ziggurat here. He can't allow an Acolyte to die. Farseer down to 50%. But okay. damage control now. Just the Ziggurat is late, so he can't go for the Fiend. Which hurts, because he has really no units. Needs to go for the second. Whoa! Did he just coil the wolf for a little bit of XP?
A player's forces
Looked
are
like
under
it.
attack.
Oh, wow. The balls of Fly. Lightning shield creeping the Merc. That's so much experience. It's ultra risky. He did it with like 1.5 units. Oh, he doesn't see it. He doesn't know. Oh, wow. That takes a huge chunk of XP from Pink's side of the map. Oh no, the ghouls are running into the Orc army. Nice block by this Grunt. Wow, that's a fantastic early game by Fly. Look at the experience. Close to level 3 versus close to level 2. Forced to like coil this Berserker. Not at the threshold yet. No aura. And again Fly with a great block. It feels like in game 2 he let his wife play. And now he's back in control. Ah, no way! The chain lightning gets the last hit and the coil was for nothing. This is an absolute disaster for Pink. How stressful this is for this Chinese kid now. Pulling the upset on map to breaking a lot of sweat though. Especially in the very, very late game. So this win didn't feel too great, I believe. And Fly now owning with the Farseer. He's gonna be 3.5.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC is out too. And yeah, Pink, now what? Okay. I have to take a look at the total XP right here.
A player's forces
400 experience advantage. This lightning shield creep was unbelievable. Maybe the move of the series so far. Good watch awards. Lots of vision for Fly. Which he needs to creep, but he got the storm. Oh, actually didn't decide yet. But should soon. We even have raiders and an expansion. Without towers. Kind of risky, but he knows without a level 3 DK. What is Pink supposed to do? We do have Stomp now, TP out. Even like, there was no chain lightning anymore. But yeah, with the TP out, that's not only the second unique spot for Fly. He also stole the Merc. That's the third big camp that Fly gets. It's so big. Sold something. I'm not too sure what it was. Fast, you're hiding. What's he doing? So this is gonna be level 3 TC. And Pink is like waiting in his base.
Forces are under attack.
Doing pretty much nothing. Fly covers everything. The south with the wolf. The Watch Award is helping in the north. Shop control here. Fly creeps here. This is pretty much a perfect game. Wow, so many of you remember Eurotrip. I thought That would just be like a very niche movie knowledge. But I guess it's kind of cold. So, yeah, the DK is still not 3. The Expo is up. This is an all-in push. Would love to see a Banshee in this push, but it's a Destroyer bust, I guess. Yeah, this Expo is up. You can't cancel this. Speed scroll. Nail into coffin time or what? Okay, we do have a silence. Otherwise, it would have been the perfect stomp. Lich is down to 50% and the coil isn't too powerful. Silence lasts for quite some time, but the TC is off the chain. Oh, that coil was good. But Fly's prioritization is pretty good. Always stat you first. Now he has end snare to work with. The damage isn't too great. Oh, the stun though. Oh, gorgeous. Double kill on the Fiend. Pink is getting picked apart completely. No chance at all. What a game by Fly. He turned it up to 11 here. That's the Fly I want to see. And I told you, I love this Farseer play. It works out pretty nicely. Love to see this. So in the end, all good for Fly. He's meeting 1-0 in the next round. So let's take a look at the bracket. Thank you, Billy Blaze, for the 2-month resub. So Happy vs Romantic is our first quarterfinal tomorrow. Fly vs 1-0 is our second quarterfinal tomorrow. So now let's go to the bottom part of the single elimination bracket. Our game is Yumiko versus Colorful. At the same time as Focus versus Meteor. And then the second game we have left is Lawlight versus TH, as WFZ is fighting against C-High Tune. So the dream of having 4 undeads in the quarterfinal is dead, but good to see an orc here. No Night Elf yet. It's time for Colorful. C-High Tune and Lawlight to step it up for the Sentinel. And we step it down a notch. We take a little break. Time for you to sign up for the Rising Star Cup number 2, which starts in a little more than 3 hours. $150 powered by AMD. And yours truly back to Warcraft. We have 105 players in the grid. We want 128. Last time was 130. So help us to let these numbers rise to the top and make our sponsors happy. Show that there is a lot of value in sponsoring Warcraft 3 tournaments. You can help. It doesn't matter if you're really good, like making it to semifinals in some cups, or if you're just a 20% ladder player. We want all of you to have a combined community cup every week on Saturday. With that being said, little break, and then it's time for Yumiko versus Colorful.